Greetings, Twin Flame Lover. Hi, it's Dr. Amanda Noelle. What is Kundalini Awakening and what is Twin Flame Kundalini? Stay tuned for some Kundalini 101. Kundalini is the electrical wave-like energy that runs up the base of the spine. It's represented as sleeping serpents or snake energy, a goddess who awaits to be awakened. This form of feminine shakti or corporeal energy is usually awakened during a deep meditation, an enlightenment experience, plant medicine journey, the soul's desire to know God, goddess, and or through sexual bliss. I've often had Kundalini signs in the form of snakes coming into my dream state. One of the best ways to describe Kundalini is the twin flame energy of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, the left and right snakes riding up and down the spine, and this S energy connecting at the androgynous or neutral pathway of the spine. About the twin flame Kundalini energy pathways. Kundalini energy rising up and down the spine in that snake-like or wave-like motional pattern is centered around the spine axis. These yin and yang energies drop from Father Sky and rise up from Mother Earth and meet within at the heart chakra. Through the chakras, traveling through electro and biomagnetic fields within our spine and within the spinal fluid. Kundalini energy has been represented in cultures around the world in ancient art. From ancient Greece to Turkey, Mayan civilizations, India, Egypt, Native American, Afghani, and many, many more. The clues have also been hidden and preserved within the Masonic temples and even in Christian art. What is Kundalini Awakening or Kundalini Rising? All of us have Kundalini energy. It's dormant within us. However, not everyone has it awoken in this lifetime. When we consciously or unconsciously choose to awaken our Kundalini energies, an ancient gateway opens and returns, connecting us back to the earth and cosmos. This stargate opening gives us access to our higher self, I am self, and to higher spiritual information and energy. This is called Kundalini Rising and can be felt as slight or even dramatic releases, pulsations, vibrations, as well as spiritual awakening experiences, life crises, where you have a Kundalini awakening, even if it means that it's time for your personality to go through difficult, dark, ancient stuff, old memories, records containing aspects of your soul coming back. Attempting to shut down your Kundalini can create harm to the body, mind, and spirit. What does Kundalini rising feel like? Kundalini energy can feel similar to subtle chi energy experienced during a Tai Chi session or acupuncture treatment, meditation, Reiki healing, or it can be much more intense and can feel like a full body orgasm, where you have to let go and let God, goddess. To myself, in my own reality, Kundalini feels like the combination of a pulsation of a wave of light and electricity and water. I feel it most often while dancing and lovemaking, but a good meditation session can be just as blissful. I also recommend meditating while self-pleasuring, which I call mastertation. Imagine the snake-like energy flowing up and down your spinal column while connecting to earth and sky. Allow the sexual pleasure from your yoni to conjoin with the electrical pulsations so that human earthly pleasures connect with celestial galactic star pleasure. This is a symbol of the twin flame union as well. As above, so below. Signs of Kundalini rising. No two people have the exact same Kundalini rising symptoms. Here are some of the most common spiritual signs of Kundalini rising: feeling different, not fitting in, a deep dissatisfaction or yearning for inner development, inner sensation of light, sound, current, or heat, a heightened inner or outer awareness, increased sensitivity, feelings of energy flowing or vibrating within, special abilities, capacities, and talents, non-ordinary phenomena, altered states, spontaneous body movements or breathing patterns, emotional fluctuations, psychological issues coming out, atypical sensations or sensitivities, an interest in spiritual growth or in metaphysical or esoteric information, compassion and desire to help others ascend, a sense that something non-ordinary, transformative, or holy is happening, personal development, and optimally spiritual transformation and realization. Here are the Kundalini Syndrome signs. Kundalini Syndrome is used to describe a physical and psychological symptom issued through blocked Kundalini. I've known many clients and friends who experience Kundalini energies rising up their spines during sex, in meditation, during dance, and in everyday activities, even on the toilet. Kundalini awakenings can be pleasant and orgasmic, subtle, or slight. They can also be intense and overwhelming, sometimes tumultuous or traumatic. I've witnessed many who consciously or subconsciously are surprised and attempt to suppress the awakening process because it terrifies them. At least a part of them doesn't feel ready. I've witnessed a lot of people who've tried to suppress their Kundalini process because it terrified them, or at least a part of them doesn't feel ready or wanting this piece. But blocking your Kundalini flow is not going to be a good bet. This can lead to migraines, back pain, chronic candida, anxiety, fear, depression, and other health and mental health issues, and root chakra issues with money, poverty, survival fears. This can all come up when you block your Kundalini. It can be a strange experience at first to feel electrical pulsations rising up your spine and emitting out of your body in this new way. If you don't know what they are or how to maneuver them, Kundalini can feel unfamiliar and even foreign and scary. I had a friend who first had her major Kundalini awakening first experience while sitting on the toilet, and it freaked her out. She didn't know what it was, and she shouted, "Stop!" The energy actually shut off and shut down impermanently. Interestingly, this friend also started suffering from chronic cases of migraines, chronic pain, fibromyalgia, candida, and other health issues for several years. Kundalini is nothing to be afraid of, but I recommend, if you're feeling overwhelmed, to get support from a professional, a healer, a guide, a guru you trust. Start going slow, especially if you're feeling uncomfortable. Always be gentle and careful when experimenting with Kundalini. Don't go too far, especially when using things like plant medicine or practicing Tantra. When I had a Kundalini awakening experience in my early 20s, I was subconsciously fighting it and became so sick I could hardly walk. I had chronic migraines, sinusitis, and fatigue that no one could heal or diagnose. I dove into my spiritual path and I used herbs, nutrition, acupuncture, anything to heal myself. It wasn't until years later that I put it together that I was having a Kundalini Rise, awakening experience. Nothing to be fixed. Twin flame Kundalini. As within all of creation, there is the left pillar representing the divine feminine and the right pillar representing the divine masculine. And the spine is the 0 point, where the two twins, two snakes, become one in holy union or holy matrimony. Divine oneness activated Kundalini flow allows a deep soul healing so it can clear pain and blockages and emotes the frequency of twin flame love, divine oneness. Each human has these two serpents within them, a male and a female. Serpents activated will harmonize. These two snakes dance together up the spine and down the spine, creating a unique soul song, what I call the unique signature soul song, that opens up various parts of the brain and creates a hyper-conscious awareness state. It can contribute to increased psychic abilities and an awareness of the higher self that makes twin flame attraction smooth and easy. Literally, this psychic consciousness allows us to work consciously with the law of attraction. So you know exactly when and where to meet your twin flame, or maybe your soulmate clients, or calling an opportunity. Twin flame Kundalini is the merging of the four serpents, the male snake of the female partner with the female snake of the male partner, and vice versa. In same-sex couples, it's the same. The twin flame sexual union marries together the two soul halves, and through this ancient snake dance, the twin flame pair bridges the gap of separation of self from other, heaven from earth, The wound of separation can then be healed, and the twin flame partners move forward in the world with a new perspective and divine connection. When the two serpents merge, a new dimension or gateway opens. This is why during lovemaking, I have had surreal cosmic experiences where I have passed through the stargates and have coexisted in two worlds. I have literally seen my partner shapeshift into various celestial forms. Different colors come through, cosmic light grids appear through his skin, his physical body. Further, these experiences have allowed my psychic and channeling gifts to become activated through my pineal gland and upper chakras. The experience is phenomenal and fantastically healing. Within twin flames, Kundalini usually awakens either in both or one of the twins prior to the twin flame union. The energy of Kundalini is more powerful than any human energy, and to harness it, it helps to practice a Kundalini meditation practice several times per week. To stimulate a Kundalini activation, you can place a piece of serpentine or aurora quartz at the root chakra and at the crown chakra to draw the Kundalini up the spine. Red jasper can also be used at the root chakra as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Comment below so I know what your twin flame Kundalini questions and comments are. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste.